Okay. Beta. I'm gonna show y'all boys where I'm from, man. I'm from that. Morning, y'all. What's the deal? Y'all already know it is the big boss dog cake poke through the dope. Here to talk this boxing before I get in my soliloquy. Remember, tough times don't last. Good people do. Don't know yourself. Caught him in the foul line, make me mad. Peak game made it foes on West Wayne. All right, so look at here. Shakur Stevenson back at it again. He talking about if Tank want to fight, he'll drop his belts just to fight Tank. Let me say this again. Shakur Stevenson says he'll drop his belts to fight Tank. Ain't this the same Shakur Stevenson that said he don't need Tank? And he don't care about Tank? He don't need Gervonta Tank Davis. Why do he keep bringing his name up? This is what I be talking about. Now, Shakur Stevenson's linked to fight William Zepeda, right? But old Turk said, man, I'm not giving you the money that you asked for. I'll give you this amount. And Eddie Hearn wants to try to make that fight with Zepeda in Shakur Stevenson's hometown of Newark, New Jersey. Now, Shakur Stevenson don't really have a market, right? Because even in his hometown, people walking out his fights. So Shakur Stevenson is kind of at a disadvantage here. He kind of got to just look. The man got to just take whatever money they offer him and then fight whoever. You know what I'm saying? But he should have took that Tank fight, and that's what it says on this article on boxingnews24.com. He should have took the Tank fight when PBC offered it to him. Now, he trying to sit here and say, I saw him on somebody live or the spaces where he was like, dude, they never sent me no offer or this, that, and the third. But it contradicts what you said. Because you said, hey, I talked to PBC. They talked to my representation. A one-fight deal was discussed, right? And we all know what that one-fight deal was for. To fight Tank, right? But Shakur Stevenson wants more of a commitment from these promotional companies, and they like, dude, you not selling like that. And this is what I be trying to get people to understand. This is what I be trying to get him to understand. You not selling like that. So these companies are not willing to invest their money into you because they're not getting a return of interest on the back end. Shakur Stevenson is a very skillful fighter. It doesn't take away from the fact that he's skilled. It doesn't take away from the fact that he's very talented. It's just, dang, boy. All right. It don't take away from the fact that he's very talented. The only thing is that with him, it's like he don't understand that you're just not bringing in the money that they need for them to invest in you. That's it. They got to get their return of interest. You know what I'm saying? But yet again, Shakur Stevenson being big-headed, looking at himself bigger than what he actually is. I keep telling y'all, this dude is a great fighter. Right? But for some reason, him and Terrence Crawford, they believe because they're skillful and because they got these set of skills, oh, I need to get paid like this. It's like, bro, it don't work like that. Right? It's dudes in the rap game that can rap, very lyrical, that are cold with that pen, man. You know what I'm saying? That's probably better rappers than your famous rappers. Right? We're just going to keep it 1,000. But, like, prime example, Zero. I feel like Zero the Crooked down here in Houston is one of the best rappers in the rap game, right? The dude cold with the pen, he can sing, he can rap, he can do it all. He can make beats, he can do everything. Pause. But he not as famous worldwide, you know what I'm saying? As a Kendrick Lamar, as a Drake. You feel me? So, like, that's the same thing in boxing. It's like, you're gonna, just because Zero is skillful, right? He can't go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a market everywhere. And it's not to talk down on Zero the Crooked, but he don't have a market everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know? Nah, Zero can go Texas, some parts of Cali, you know what I'm saying? Some parts of, like, on the East Coast, some parts. But he can't go everywhere. You know what I'm saying? he got to go where he got to market at. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, that Shakur is kind of the same. You know, it's like Shakur is very skillful, but he don't have a market everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You know, really, truly, he don't got a market nowhere. But all I'm saying is to make the comparison is just because somebody's very skillful and cold in a certain area, don't mean that, oh man, this record label come to him, to Zero, and be like, hey man, you know, we think about signing you. He tell me, well, I want 40 million because, you know, I sing, I rap, and I do this. They're gonna be like, I mean, yeah, you cold, but you know, do you got a market? You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's not negating the fact of the skill set. It's just saying when it come down to business, these companies got to get that return of interest, right? But it's just contradictory because Shakur Stevenson was just saying, oh, I don't need Tank. I don't need to talk about him. I don't need. But every interview you get, you talking about him. Oh, I dropped a Zepeda fight to fight him. You should have been did that. You see what I'm saying? But nobody want to talk about that. But Boss is. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Boss down.